Have you ever felt dizzy or unsteady right after getting out of bed? That sensation isn't just a sign of getting older. In fact, many people over the age of 70 are starting their day with habits that may seem harmless, but are quietly taking a toll on their health. From drinking coffee on an empty stomach to getting up too quickly after sleeping, these small actions can increase the risk of imbalance, low blood pressure, heart issues, or even serious injuries from falls. What's more concerning is that most of these habits stem from a lack of awareness. We follow routines we've had for years, not realizing that our bodies are no longer the same. The good news is, you don't have to overhaul your entire life. With just a few simple adjustments to how you begin your morning, you can feel a noticeable difference. More energy, clearer thinking, a stronger mindset, and a body that's less prone to risk. In today's video, I'll be sharing not only the most common morning mistakes older adults often make, but also how to replace them with gentle, safe routines that benefit heart health, memory, and physical stability. Don't look away, because at the end, I'll reveal one mistake that most people overlook, but it could be the very reason behind unexpected falls and serious health decline. Imagine starting your day without feeling shaky or tired, but instead with control, confidence, and vitality. That's our goal. If you're watching this video and find the topic helpful, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss future content. A like or share from you is a powerful motivation that helps us continue spreading valuable information to the community. And if you feel this message truly speaks to you, comment 1 below. If you think there's room for improvement, comment 0 so I can listen and do better. Now, let's begin this journey to improve your morning habits for better health and a more active, independent life. The first mistake many older adults often make each morning is getting out of bed too quickly. This may seem harmless, but in reality, it poses serious health risks. As we age, our circulatory system and the body's ability to regulate blood pressure become less flexible. A sudden change in position after a long night of rest can lead to orthostatic hypotension, a condition that causes dizziness, lightheadedness, and loss of balance. Many people have ended up in the hospital due to falls that occurred right after waking up, simply because they didn't give their bodies enough time to adjust. Imagine your body as a machine. After hours of rest, it needs a moment to warm up before operating at full capacity. I still remember the story of Mr. Oliver, a 74-year-old man who used to get up immediately every morning. One day, after getting up too quickly, he felt dizzy and staggered back onto the bed. Fortunately, he wasn't injured, but that experience made him realize it was time to make a change. Since then, Oliver adopted a new routine. He stays in bed for a few minutes to take deep breaths, gently moves his arms and legs, then slowly turns to one side and sits up, placing both feet on the floor. He waits until he feels stable before standing up. These simple changes have helped him feel safer, more alert, and more in control of his health. Creating a gentle morning routine not only reduces the risk of falls, but also sets the tone for a calm and intentional day. Instead of starting your morning with haste and risk, you can choose calmness and caution. An approach that not only keeps you safe, but also shows respect and attentiveness to your own body. In life, sometimes the smallest actions lay the foundation for the biggest differences. A few seconds of calm when waking up can be the first step toward maintaining independence, good health, and living each day more fully. The second common mistake many people over 70 make is skipping the simple yet deeply impactful act of drinking water right after waking up. After a full night's sleep, your body becomes dehydrated through breathing and natural elimination without you even realizing it. While you're resting, your circulatory system is still working, your lungs continue gas exchange, and your skin loses moisture through sweat. As a result, when you wake up, your body is in a mildly dehydrated state. Your blood may be thicker and your internal organs are thirsty. Many people rush into the day with a cup of coffee to feel alert, without considering that their body first needs hydration. This not only worsens dehydration, but also places unnecessary strain on the heart and kidneys. Think of starting your day like starting a car. You can't expect it to run smoothly if the gas tank is empty. The same goes for your body, and water is the fuel it needs. I once met an elderly man named Lucas, 76 years old, who always began his mornings with coffee. But he often felt foggy and disoriented during the first few hours of the day. After a doctor advised him to change his routine, Lucas began drinking a glass of warm water each morning. Within just a few weeks, he noticed a clear difference. He felt more alert, had fewer headaches, and even his digestion improved. That simple change gave him a gentle and energized start to the day. Drinking water in the morning not only replenishes lost fluids, but also supports brain function, increases alertness, soothes joints, and improves circulation. Especially for older adults, it helps prevent drops in blood pressure when standing and supports long-term heart health. Just one glass of water, even a small one, can set a different tone for the entire day. If drinking water right after waking feels unfamiliar to you, try placing a glass of water on your nightstand or in the bathroom as a reminder. Warm water with a few slices of fresh lemon is also a great option, gentle yet stimulating for digestion. Don't wait until you feel thirsty, because by then you're already dehydrated. Make drinking water a regular part of your morning routine, just like brushing your teeth or washing your face. It's a simple yet powerful way to start your day with clarity, energy, and gratitude for the body that has carried you through the years. Starting today, give yourself that small gift, a morning glass of water, and you'll feel the magic from within. The third mistake that many older adults unknowingly repeat each morning is drinking coffee on an empty stomach. For many, it's almost a ritual. Brewing a cup of coffee right after waking up, taking a sip, and letting that familiar aroma awaken the mind. However, what few realize is that in the morning, especially once you're past 70, the body is in a rather fragile state. Cortisol levels, the stress hormone, naturally rise at this time to help you feel alert. But when you add coffee into the mix, especially without eating anything first, you unintentionally push cortisol levels even higher, putting your body into a state of overstimulation. Your heart may beat faster, you might feel jittery, or even mildly nauseous, and many chalk it up to aging. But in reality, it's a sign your body is reacting to a large dose of caffeine being absorbed too quickly. Coffee is also highly acidic, and when your stomach is empty with nothing to buffer it, it can lead to discomfort, heartburn, or even long-term acid reflux. I once knew a man named Daniel, 75 years old, who always drank coffee before breakfast and often complained about stomach discomfort. He thought it was just a natural part of getting older, until his doctor pointed out that drinking coffee on an empty stomach was the real cause. Once he started eating something light beforehand, even just a banana or a few slices of toast, the discomfort nearly disappeared. The good news is you don't have to give up coffee. You just need to adjust how you start your morning. When your body has a bit of food, caffeine is absorbed more slowly, giving you a steadier and more sustained sense of alertness rather than a quick spike followed by a crash. If you rely on coffee to start your day, try making one small change. Eat something light beforehand. It doesn't have to be a full meal. A piece of fruit, a few walnuts, or even a glass of warm milk can be enough to provide your stomach with a protective cushion. This small action not only helps you feel more comfortable in the morning, but also supports digestion and better blood sugar control. Think of your body like a machine. No one fuels an empty engine and expects it to run well. Coffee can still be your morning delight, but lay the foundation with a bit of food and you'll find your day starts off far more smoothly and comfortably. The fourth mistake that many people over the age of 70 make is underestimating morning joint stiffness and moving too quickly upon waking. The feeling of stiffness in the back, knees, or shoulders after a night's sleep seems so familiar that many assume it's just a normal part of aging. However, ignoring these signals can lead to serious consequences. When you sleep, your body is mostly inactive for several hours. Blood flow slows down, and your muscles and joints become less flexible, especially since the amount of natural joint lubrication, which helps you move smoothly, decreases with age. So what happens if you jump out of bed too quickly, before your body has had a chance to wake up? Loss of balance, slipping, or worse, a fall that can land you in the hospital for months. I've met many people who've experienced such situations. One notable example is Mr. Ethan, 78 years old, who used to be very strong and independent. But because he didn't pay attention to his joint stiffness upon waking, he fell in the bathroom. That fall didn't just result in a fractured hip, it also severely impacted his mental state. From being proactive, he became fearful of moving around, afraid it might happen again. What's most heartbreaking is that it could have all been avoided if he had taken just a few minutes to gently warm up his joints before getting out of bed. The reality is that the body after 70 doesn't function the way it used to, but that doesn't mean we're powerless. We just need to adjust how we start our day. Imagine waking up your body after a long sleep. You can't expect to spring up and go like you did in your youth. Instead, start slowly. While still in bed, gently move your fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles. Stretch a bit. Raise your knees and pull them lightly toward your chest to loosen up your hip joints. Then slowly sit up. Roll your shoulders. Tilt your head gently side to side and take a few deep breaths to increase blood flow to the brain. When you stand up, don't forget to hold onto the edge of the bed or a nearby chair for balance, especially if your eyes haven't adjusted to the light or if you've woken in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. These simple actions, though seemingly small, are like a shield protecting you from injury. The truth is, just by being patient and spending a few extra minutes each morning taking care of your body, you can not only reduce your risk of falling, but also feel more confident and mentally prepared to start the day. Your body deserves that attention, and every morning it's quietly asking you, please don't rush. Listen to it. Every morning is a new opportunity to invest in your health and well-being, and it doesn't have to involve drastic changes. Just a few minutes for yourself, from sitting up slowly, drinking a glass of water, to stretching gently, can be enough to kickstart a positive day. In the US, with its fast-paced lifestyle and constant pressure, establishing a healthy morning routine not only helps maintain energy, but also acts as a natural remedy for both mental and physical health. Especially as we age, gentle and intentional movements in the morning help reduce the risk of falls, minimize joint pain, and maintain flexibility, key factors in continuing to live independently and healthily. Try adding a few simple stretches to your routine, focus on deep breathing, or simply take a moment to thank your body. Small acts that can make a big difference in how you experience the rest of your day. When you take time to care for yourself in the morning, it's not just an act of self-love. It's a long-term investment in your health and quality of life. So, what will you start with today? Try one small thing tomorrow and feel the difference.